Test your knowledge, difficulty mode easy. We have to get this polynomial into standard form before we can actually factor. So we have to first factor out the -1 because we need our a value to always equal a +1. And it might be a little sneaky, but it does not in this case. It actually equals a -1. So after we pull out the -1, we get x squared minus 37x minus 120. Notice that I simply changed the sign for each of those terms. That's all I have to do. To get rid of that -1, you just divide both sides by -1. So we actually don't really need to change much. And in fact, once you get comfortable with factoring, you could essentially skip that step that I just did, where I divided both sides by -1. You can kind of skip that once you get really comfortable with the math. Okay, so now we're at the brainstorming part. We have to find two numbers that multiply to a -120 and add up to a -37. Now, -120 is a relatively large number, so let's brainstorm together here. We have 10 and 12. One of these needs to be negative. Let's say it's -12 because my b value is negative, so I'll put the negative sign on the large number. Well, that's going to give me the -120 that I need, but when I add them together, I get -2. So that's no good. 10 and 12 just simply won't work. It doesn't matter where you put the negative sign. All right, now let's do 30 times 4. And let's put the negative sign on the 30. Again, because the b value is negative, the large number gets the negative sign automatically. This will give us -120. However, when adding this up, we actually get -26. Not what we need, but we're getting closer. Let's do -40 times 3, because that'll give us 120. I'm sorry, -120. And then it'll also give us a -37. We have x minus 40 and times x plus 3 equals 0. And now we're set. Our answers are x equals 40, a +40, and then x equals a -3.